Hey everyone, and welcome back to the TheFortitudeFix. I hope you're well. My name is DaShanna, and in today's Vlogmas video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to properly store your breast milk. If you are interested in figuring this out, I know when I started to pump, I was looking up how to store it. I had a lot of questions. I knew some basics, but in terms of like, how long can it sit out for? Or if, baby doesn't finish the whole bottle, what do I do with it? So anyway, we will answer all those questions in this video, so just keep on watching. Also, before we get started, I'm going to be sharing with you how I store my breast milk, and I'm going to take you along with me. Make sure to stay tuned until the end of the video so you don't miss that. There are a few different ways that you can store your breast milk, and my training as a doula and my education in the undergrad realm, as well as my master's degree, were really all in education and in the public health field. So I will be using the CDC's guidelines, that's the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, for how to store your breast milk. I will go ahead and leave a link to that down below. But the first way that you can store your breast milk is out just kind of on the counter at room temperature. And you want to make sure that if you do choose to store your breast milk at room temperature, that you do it up to 4 hours only, okay? So make sure you either use it or freeze it by the 4-hour mark. The next way that you can store your breast milk is in a cooler. I know for me, I have a lot of Medela products, and one of the products that I got was a cooler that I plan to take to work with me and I go back after my maternity leave. And then it comes with the ice pack inside, so you're able to store this for 24 hours if the ice pack remains cold. The next way that you can store your breast milk is in the refrigerator. You want to make sure that you use a lid, so make sure that the bottle or whatever it is that you're storing it in is securely fastened, and you can store your breast milk in the refrigerator for up to 4 days. The next way that you can store your breast milk is in the freezer. So just your regular fridge freezer combo. You can store your breast milk in a airtight container. Usually you can use the breast milk storage bags from Medela or Lancino or other brands that you may have. Make sure that it is sealed tight, and you can leave that in the freezer for 6 to 12 months. Around the 6-month mark is best. Now that leads me into the last and final way that you can store your breast milk, and that is in a deep freezer. So if you have one of those ones in your garage or something like that where it has a really big lid and you can like fold it up and fold it down and it's deep and you can reach down into it, that's a deep freezer, and you can store your breast milk there for up to 12 months. Now, if your breast milk has been previously frozen and it is now thawed or defrosted, you can store it at room temperature for up to 2 hours. 1 hour is recommended. And if you choose to store that previously frozen breast milk in the refrigerator, it can be stored there for up to 24 hours, so that's 1 day. Now, let's just say that you have breast milk that was previously frozen, you've thawed it, you are feeding baby, and baby doesn't finish the bottle. You can store that at room temperature for about 1 to 2 hours at room temperature, but other than that, you would want to go ahead and just get rid of it because you never want to refreeze the milk after that. So let's go ahead and head over to my kitchen where I have some breast milk that I have pumped earlier, and I'll show you how I store it. Hey everyone, so here's the breast milk that I am about to package and store. This was from an earlier pump session today and yesterday, so this milk was done 2 different pump sessions. I have my breast milk storage bags. I use the Medela brand. Over here to the left, I have a Sharpie and a pen, and then I have the actual breast milk itself. So a couple of tips I wanted to share with you. One is whatever bags you decide to use, make sure that you actually write on them before you put the breast milk. So see how I have kind of the date, I have the ounces, and then I have which day of the week that was. Some people also put the time. I never freeze anything less than 4 ounces just because typically I have 4 ounces. That's what my daughter drinks, and yeah. If for whatever reason I have less than 4 ounces, I will pump again and just kind of like add to it, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna take you over and we're gonna fill these together. As you can see, I turn the bottles around. I have about 15 ounces of breast milk here all together. So if we do some quick math, I'll be using thereabouts 3 or 4 of these bags. I brought in a flange. You can also use this as a funnel system to help once you open the bag. These bags from Medela are gusseted, so at the bottom they do expand once the milk has been input, and then it has an approximate number of ounces. You can put the flange in like this and put the breast milk so you can use it as a funnel to fill up the bag. And I also just wanted to share, these bags have these kind of like holes right here. I wanted to tell you what those were about. If you were to get these Medela bags, they come with 2 of these little doohickeys, and basically they go into the bag like so. These hooks actually hook on to either side of the bag, and what you can do is actually connect the breast pump here, and it kind of empties into the bag all at once. So you don't even have to connect a bottle. It can just go directly into the milk storage bag from your pump. So that's actually kind of cool. So once you have the desired amount, go ahead, and I zip just a little bit. I leave a little bit open on the side, and then I kind of work to squeeze out all of the excess air, like so. Okay. And then what I'll do is lay it flat like this, and I'll go ahead and throw it in the freezer. I'm gonna finish up here, and then I'll show you what I do after this step. Okay, hey everyone, so I finished putting the milk into the bags and sealing them. As you can see, I ended up using 5 bags, and honestly, it does say approximate on here. So although each one says 4 ounces, it may be a little less. Like this one, I ended up putting like a little minus sign because, you know, it's a little bit less. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and use these bags and fill them. So I have them laying flat. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what they look like in the freezer and how I store them. All right, so here we are inside my freezer, and I have this container that I got off the FSA store. I'll link it down below if I can, but basically you insert the milk here, it drops, and you use the oldest milk first. So you pull from here. So the milk that we just got today, I will go ahead and freeze it here, which is this little part actually goes on top of that. It goes right here, but whatever. Goes like that. There you go. So anyways, I do that sometimes, but sometimes I need extra storage to lay it flat. So I will put this down, put that here. I grab another one, and sometimes I'll lay that up there by itself. And essentially I'll just find places in my freezer, and then once they're all frozen, I'll drop them in here, and then we can pull from the very bottom. Once those freeze, I will add them here, and then we are good to go. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video on how I store my breast milk. Link all of the info for the CDC down in the description box. Let me know if this video was helpful. If it was, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you and interact with you. And thanks for spending the day with me for Vlogmas Day 14. So tomorrow I will see you in another vlog. Again, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. As always, remember to fill your cup. Bye.